So this is my second resource for the Hyperboloid of Revolution topic portfolio. This is a model that I got online, and it was an A4 sheet that I had to print out, and it was a development of a Hyperboloid of Revolution. And what you do is you just cut it out and you glue it together. So development is actually the one that's seen the image beside the video that you just clicked into. So the model isn't the resource. This itself is the model which I got online, but it's the way I plan to use it that'll make it kind of my own resource. So what I do is I print one of these out, well, the A4 developments for every student in the class, and I let them all make their own model. The rationale for this is that it's something different that will hopefully stimulate their interest, and because they made the model themselves, they should become more invested in the topic, and they should take ownership of their learning. So it's kind of just to break up the usual ways that the topics will be learned, do something different, and hopefully they appreciate that, and students will be more engaged because of it. It'd also be developing their fine motor skills, which is something that's typically difficult to do in DCG. We typically don't get the chance to do it, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to try and incorporate that in. Once the students would have their models made, probably take a class to do it, and you could get the supplies from the art room. But once they have the models made, I'd get them in the next lesson then to colour in the components of the Hyperboloid of Revolution. So we have our top circle, the throat circle, and the base circle. So I get them to colour in them. And after that, what I do then is get the students to measure those elements and construct or draft a question, draft a drawing of the model. So take the measurements, put them onto an A3 sheet, and draw this Hyperboloid of Revolution in plan and elevation using the element method. Hopefully then they'd have a concrete experience here, and then they could apply what they know, what they've learned previously about the elements, the throat circle, the base circle, and construct a question based on something that they have concrete experience of.
This is the drafted solution to the hyperbolic paraboloid that I suggested that we'd model in the classroom. So we have our elements in green, the throat circle in red, and the base and top circle, in blue. So this is the solution that I would look for students to draft. So they'd be taking the measurements from their own model that they made, and they'd be applying them and constructing a drafted solution such as this. This would be the first question that I do using the element method, and the rationale for doing this is that it gives the students a concrete experience that they can then reflect back on to apply their principles. It's not just giving them a generic throat circle, base circle, top circle, and telling them to fill it in. It's a lot more stimulating. They'll be a lot more motivated and engaged to do it, and hopefully because of that they'll take in the information that they are using and applying much more than they would have done if they just done a generic simple question.